Game Nexus.
A strike team will land on the moon and deactivate the shield generator.
Sounds dangerous.
Wonder who they found to pull that off.
General Solo, is your strike team assembled?
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Game Nexus. It's Dwayne here, and today we're coming at you with another episode of the Bothan Report. And in this episode, we're going to be diving deep with the newest Star Wars Legion expansion, the Rebel Commandos. When you open this box up, you're going to get 7 really well-crafted plastic Rebel Commando figures, as well as 5 very versatile upgrade cards that you can use in your team. At the core of the Rebel Commandos are actually fairly good. They are a little bit fragile, coming with only 1 health, and they're going to cost you 60 points. And with those 60 points, you're going to get 4 Rebel Commandos with the various gear slots. Now, your first gear slot is going to be your additional unit. So you're going to actually add in your Rebel Commando Sniper Mini to this particular unit. So that's going to cost an extra 28 points on this card. Moving over to your Rebel Commando Strike Team, that's going to add another mini, and then with this you're also going to add another unit upgrade card, which is going to be your Proton Charge Saboteur, and he then becomes your squad leader or your unit leader. Beyond that, they both have Scout 2. Sharpshooter is a great ability that's going to reduce the defender's cover. I find Scout's a great ability in that you can get some extra mobility right off the bat. And low profile as well gives them a better defensive capability. Worth noting that these Rebel Commandos have a defensive and an offensive surge, so not bad.
Throw me another charge.
So here's where the fun begins. We have 2 unit upgrade cards that are going to add extra miniatures to your commandos. We have the DH-44-7 Sniper and the Proton Charge Saboteur. So these cards are 28 points and 26 points respectively. Now the Sniper is going to give you high velocity keyword. This is interesting. While attacking, if each weapon in your attack pool has high velocity, the defender cannot spend dodge tokens. Throw on a Pierce 1, which nullifies a defensive block, and you're in business with this thing. Proton Charge Saboteur is actually kind of my favorite. It kind of gives you a little bit of different playability with the Commandos. This unit is the ability to actually place a marker or a token on table, which represents his Proton Charge, and has the ability to delay detonate this item. So he can place it on the table, move out of the way, as long as he's within sight of his unit leader, and then can impact it when it's convenient for your squad. So 2 very cool cards that's going to result in 2 extra miniatures. So moving on, we've got a couple defensive cards that we're going to talk about. Duck and Cover and Emergency Stims. So Duck and Cover is a great little card. While defending against a ranged attack, during the apply, dodge, and cover step, you may gain 1 suppression token. So essentially it reflects you hitting the turf and hitting the ground for better cover. Emergency Stims is actually quite interesting as well. During an attack, when you would suffer wounds, prevent up to 2 wounds and place an equal number of wound tokens on this card instead. If you do, at the end of your next activation, discard each token on this card and suffer the wounds equal to the number of tokens discarded. So essentially Emergency Stims is buying you another round of life when you might need it most. The final card in the Rebel Commando expansion pack is HQ Uplink. This is a little bit of a tricky card. It's a 10-point card, but very effective. Essentially, the text is as follows. During the issue the orders step of the command phase, issue an order to yourself. So what this card is basically allowing you to do is dedicate a specific order to the unit with this card outside of the normal randomized drawing of cards. So if you really need to activate this unit, you don't have to wait until you arbitrarily pull it, or you don't even actually need to allocate a command token to it during that phase prior. So you can actually just go ahead and assign it to another unit, knowing that you've got HQ Uplink in the back of your pocket. So that about sums up the Rebel Commando expansion pack. I'm going to leave you with a little gallery of all 7 units in an unpainted state. Please look forward to further videos where I'll be showcasing what they look like after they've been painted. Of course, as always, I do appreciate the support, so make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and hit us up at intothegamenexus.com as well if you'd like to see a little bit more content from the Game Nexus. We have a great library at that site. So as always, take care and may the Force be with you.
Game Nexus.
This video is created with the help of the Game Nexus, a group of people who help content creators reach their goals as well as host their content. Their link is in the description below.